Почну це звернення без привітання і хочу, щоб мене почули саме ті люди.
I will begin this address without a greeting, and I want to be heard by those people, not only political leaders, who are still hesitating whether it is worth providing Ukraine with the weapons that will help us defeat the terrorist state this year. On January 14th, Russia launched another heavy missile attack on Ukrainian cities: Kyiv, Kharkiv, Odesa, Kryvy Rih, Dnipro, Vinnytsia, Ladyzhyn, Burshtyn, Lviv region, Khmelnytsky, and other cities were targets of terrorists. Civilian objects are everywhere. In the city of Dnipro, a residential building has been destroyed in this Russian strike, an ordinary 9-story panel building, of which there are quite a few in various cities of Western and Central Europe. All floors of this building, from the 2nd to the 9th, were smashed in the explosion of a Russian missile. It was possible to save dozens of people, wounded, traumatized. Treatment is being provided to them. Among them are children. The youngest girl is 3 years old, and these are figures for now. Debris clearance continued throughout the night. Unfortunately, the death toll is growing. My condolences to relatives and friends. Can Russian terror be stopped? Yes. Is it possible to do it somehow differently than on the battlefield in Ukraine? Unfortunately, no. This can and must be done on our land, in our sky, in our sea. What is needed for this? Those weapons that are in the warehouses of our partners and that our troops are so waiting for. No amount of persuasion or just passing the time will stop the terrorists who are methodically killing our people with missiles, drones bought in Iran, their own artillery, tanks and mortars. The whole world knows what can stop and how it's possible to stop those who sow death. This apartment block in Dnipro was on a street called Nabережна Перемоги. When they gave this name to this street, they had in mind the victory over the Nazis in the Second World War. Russians took our everything from that enemy of the free world. It's obvious, and we must do everything we can to stop ruscism, just as the free world once stopped Nazism. And I thank everyone who helps us in this. I spoke with the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom about some very important things of our defense. Details will come later, but it's important. It's really what is needed. And I believe that similar decisions still be made by other partners, those who understand why such evil cannot be given a single chance, because such evil knows no boundaries. Eternal memory to all whose lives were taken by ruscism. Glory to all who defend people. All services are working in the cities hit by the Russian missiles. Let's fight for every person. Out of more than 30 missiles launched towards Ukraine during the day of January 14th, more than 20 were shot down. These are hundreds of saved lives. I thank our Air Force, our airmen, and everyone who helps. Unfortunately, energy infrastructure facilities have been also hit. In this regard, the most difficult situation is in the Kharkiv region and Kyiv region. Repairs crew are doing their best to restore power generation and supply, and work will continue around the clock, and the enemy will receive our answer on the battlefield for sure. Our soldiers will do that. Everyone involved in this and other missile strikes against Ukraine will be found and brought to justice. Glory to Ukraine.
Слава Україні!